This is Don't Panic, episode number 264, recorded January 13th, it says 2019. I gotta fix that in the sheet.
Uh-oh.
January 13th, 2020. Bouncy, Ballie. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Don't Panic, the technology podcast on gadgets, the internet, and you. I am Sean Jennings, joined, as always, by the Joe Burrow of technology, Colby Rabideau. Hello, Colby.
Hi, Sean. Who is Joe Burrow?
Colby, look at what I'm wearing right now. Look at what I'm wearing.
LSU?
LSU.
Louisiana.
Go Tigers.
Are you is that your alma mater, Sean? Down in the Windy City?
Yeah, down in the Windy City. Yeah, Baton Rouge, the Windy City. I took some online courses while I went to that super easy college. I forget the name. The one that was a waste of my time and money. And then I got a real degree.
Nice.
Yes, no, right now, Colby, I feel like I talk about this on the show every year because it happens Monday nights, is the National Football Championship.
What?
I know you're a big college football fan.
Oh. So it's like this is like the Super Bowl of college football?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
That is in fact accurate. Yes, it is right now playing is Clemson versus LSU. LSU featuring Heisman-winning quarterback Joe Burrow. Probably going to go pretty high in the draft this year. So,
do you think he'll be Tom Brady's replacement?
No, I don't think so. But I do think some lucky who is like the Dolphins or the Redskins or some of these other terrible teams will have a shot at him.
Nice.
Cincinnati. So LSU's up 28-17 right now at the half.
That would be appropriate, right? Because the Bengals go from the Tigers to the Bengals.
Similar. I couldn't tell you what a Bengal is.
I think it's a kind of tiger.
I always thought that was a Bengal tiger.
Oh, maybe.
A Bengal tiger. Oh, yeah, just the regular freaking tiger. What's that have to do with Cincinnati? Are they in Cincinnati? Colby, help me out here. You should know these things.
Are the tiger? Yeah, they're native to Cincinnati, Ohio. You didn't know that?
Now I got to see where the name comes from. While I'm looking this up, Colby, tell me some facts about the Bengal.
It's the largest cat in the world.
That's not true.
It's orange and black stripes. They have very springy tails. They can bounce around on them. One just passed in front of your camera.
I have my own Bengal tiger. It's just as dangerous. Apparently the Cincinnati had a world-renowned zoo that was home to a rare white Bengal tiger.
Oh,
in
there you go.
In the 30s, 40s.
Who knew?
So there you go.
That's neat.
The things you can learn here.
Yeah,
we got it all.
Exclusive.
Great. So what else is going? Now that we've gotten through that.
Well, I'm traveling this weekend. Dan isn't here. I won't be here next week.
Neither will I. There will be no show next week.
Unless Dan's doing it by himself.
I'm sure Dan is also somewhere, knowing Dan. Probably cooler than both of us.
Right.
And we're going to cool places.
Yeah, I'm going to Panama. Where are you going?
Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
I Googled, I was at work today, and I Googled, like, how to play blackjack at a casino. Send.
I feel like there's got to be at least one YouTube about that.
Really, the key thing preventing me from playing blackjack in Las Vegas is my anxiety and my interest in not screwing it up.
Yeah.
That's number one. I feel like I understand the basics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we've played blackjack together probably at some point, just like around a table in someone's kitchen or something.
Yeah.
But like, you don't want to make a fool of yourself at a casino.
No,
I
not
would
with.
want
I
people
would
to
assume there are
mess
some
up.
hardcore gamblers there.
Right. I feel like they need to have a beginner's table or something
I
where
hope so.
you go to learn the game in a safe space for people who don't know what they're doing.
What I really wanted to do and impress Matt was play Baccarat. They
That would
have
be
they have
very cool.
Baccarat.
I don't know if you remember, Sean. There was a baccarat table at on the cruise that we attended.
Yes, with the very sad man who worked at it because nobody
No,
played
no one
Baccarat.
played
I'm still
baccarat.
mad we didn't. We still should have done a couple hands.
Yeah, you're right.
That would have been a hoot. Because it's not, like, in terms of what you have to do to participate, it's very easy.
Right.
But you also have to know the logistics. So, I don't know. I'm going to be curious to see how busy the Baccarat tables are.
Yeah, I think had the cruise ship casino been open during the day, I bet we would have played baccarat one afternoon.
That's true. Just spent
Yeah.
the whole day just sipping drinks and playing
Right.
Baccarat.
Right, and we'd be in like debtor's prison now or whatever.
But also, the guy on the boat wasn't using the big paddle, which is like a staple of Baccarat.
Right.
You know, that's the entertainment you pay for.
Right. Is it even baccarat without the paddle?
No, then it's just cards.
Just cards. I don't know, man. I'm not a big gambler.
Neither am I. That's why Vegas holds virtually no interest to me. So, but if you're going to be there, stop by IBS and see me, the International Builders Show.
That's
Not
an
intestinal
unfortunate.
bowel, whatever.
It's
Irritable
an
bowel.
unfortunate acronym. Does Pepto Bismol sponsor?
God, that would be clever. But I don't think that would make much sense. I guess construction folks do have upset stomachs, so maybe it makes sense.
Right. I feel like they have notoriously bad diets.
Now, have you manned a booth at a convention before?
Sort of. I have been. Volunteer is not the correct word because it was compulsory, but like I've been like had responsibilities at a convention for HubSpot, my former employer, at the convention center here in Boston. Which was terrible because we didn't know the answer. We were unable to help people. We had no information. We had no more information than any person going to the conference, but we were wearing shirts that suggested that we had information about the conference and could provide it to people.
It's sort of like when you walk into a Best Buy wearing a blue polo shirt and you're like, big mistake.
Yeah, right. It's exactly like that, except like more deliberate. But I forget what someone was looking for the lost and found, and I was like, I truly have no idea where the lost and found is, and they got very upset because they couldn't find their stuff, and I was like the fifth person who they had asked for the lost and found, and I couldn't tell them.
Just tell them you lost the lost and found, and to let them know if you found it.
I tried like really hard to pawn them off on one of the real convention center employees, but like they had already asked that convention center employee, and that person didn't know where the lost and found was either. It was really bad.
I guess that means it's just lost, no found.
Yeah, that was the end of my conference logistics career, I think.
Well,
Are you guys? So you're banning a booth?
Yes, so I will be at a booth all day for several days, full of construction equipment I'm not very familiar with. And the interesting thing, Colby, I learned this, right? When you work for a company that manufactures the screw products that hold wood together, you build your booth at the show. So it's not like we have a pre-made booth. You actually like get 2x4s and cut them and like assemble them, because it doesn't make sense to like disassemble it every time. So you just get you get a saw and like drills and stuff, and you build. Literally, I will be spending a good chunk of the second half of Sunday building the booth. Now you know me, Colby. You've known me for a long time. Would you consider me somebody who can build anything?
Oh well, No, but I don't
Okay.
want to. I don't want to sell you short.
No, please.
I've never seen you wield a power screwdriver or anything.
I can't even handle a regular screwdriver. So this is going to be. We're talking I have to wear steel toe shoes to make sure I don't lose any toes, because we make tools that shoot things into the ground very strongly. So
Yeah, don't point those at your feet.
no. So I'm very curious how. I may not come back from Vegas. Who knows?
Wow. Well, is this all going to be on the OMG Roofing Instagram?
Honestly, you know what? Maybe just at least on my own personal account. Maybe I'll just follow Sean Jennings on Instagram, and maybe I'll share some key moments of my bloody stump of a finger.
All right. I was gonna say, if you do shoot a nail into your foot, you gotta take a picture of that.
Oh, you laugh, but for my job, on the company account, I follow a lot of roofers and a lot of construction workers and things like that. They love sharing photos of their injuries, and I have seen some grotesque stuff.
Oh.
I've seen like Jesus on the cross, nails straight through the hand. I've seen it. Any kind of injury you can imagine. I've seen it, and they're gory. I won't get into much more detail, but they it's like a badge of honor.
Wow, I believe it.
I didn't need to see it.
Well, be careful out there.
Oh boy, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. I'll do my best.
Dangerous. So
good.
Tech news. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do some tech news. You bet. Because we don't have anything interesting in our personal lives. So I am, Colby, consuming your pick of the year.
Spindrift.
I got my Spindrift.
Yeah.
Now, I get a lot of bullshit because I drink the boring flavors.
The lemon. What should you drink?
Well, I drink lemon and grapefruit. And everyone's like, no, what is it? The cranberry one people like.
I was trying to get the grapefruit one yesterday, and I looked away from what I was grabbing at the opportune moment and accidentally purchased the raspberry cranberry one.
It's too heavy for me.
Yeah, it was fine. I decided after the next day when I actually got the grapefruit one that I don't like it that much. It's just the grapefruit aftertaste that disagrees with me. But yeah, I don't know. No one's picked on my Spindrift flavor choice yet.
I still have never had the cucumber. That's the one I've never been able to find. It's very rare.
I think I've seen it at restaurants, counter service restaurants where they have Spindrifts at the front. I don't think I've ever gotten it though.
Oh, I know I've seen a lot of cocktail recipes using it.
Oh.
Actually using a couple of different Spindrifts, but specifically the cucumber.
Interesting. Was it you that said the lime is not good?
I wasn't impressed with it. It wasn't lime enough. It was too subtle.
Yeah. That's a shame.
But lime, anything with more any lime heavy, like the lime White Claws affect my stomach. I can't consume anything that's too limey.
Interesting. You have a lime intolerance, perhaps.
And you know what? I just love me them limes.
Yep. You heard it here first, folks. Lime is the new gluten.
Lime is the new gluten. Oh my god. Man, see, this is why I have to write the episode titles after we do the show, not before. Good Lord.
Yep. And you could take it back. That could be our bit. We could rename the episode after you tell us the title of the episode.
Yeah, I'll just do another at the end. This is Don't Panic.
This was Don't Panic.
Yes, exactly.
Episode title.
Lime is the new gluten. This is why we need a t-shirt store. We could be putting these things on t-shirts.
Mugs,
cell phone cases, you name it.
Yeah. Oh, cell phone case. Pop those. What are those things? Pop locks? No.
Oh, the pop sockets?
Locks? Yes, pop sockets.
The sop pockets? Yeah, well, actually, it was very funny because I picked up my new company phone today, and the company will provide you a case if you can just pick a case and they'll buy it for you. And the lady who handles our cell phone account, who's a very nice lady, could not comprehend the concept of not having a case on your phone. Because I've never used, it's been years and years and years since I've used a phone case. I just don't. I don't like them, and I don't usually break phones, so I don't worry about it. But she's like, you don't want one? We'll buy you one. Like, just any one you want. Like, there are lots of them out there. And I'm like, no, I don't like them. But she's like, but what about your phone? And I'm like, I pulled out my current phone, and she saw there was no case on it, and I swear to God, it was like she had seen an alien or something. So confused, couldn't comprehend. I'm seeing a suspicion this lady has broken a lot of phones. Is my guess.
I was gonna say, I'm imagining her like sitting at home right now, like on her like couch or something, and her phone is sitting on her nightside table, and she's like side eyeing it.
Her phone has like 5 different cases on it. You know, it's this thick. It's like a paperback novel.
Right.
Damn it.
Like a regular case and a screen protector inside one of those OtterBox cases.
Yep. With bubble wrap around it, and yeah. No, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Some people just like to live dangerously.
I live life on the edge, and I've only ever broken one phone, so in the many years of see, my tiger now wants to be on my lap. Dummy. Alrighty, well, yes, let's talk a little bit about some tech news. We've got a few things here in the rundown. It's not the busiest time of year, but there are some stories. Colby, while you're deciding where we're going to start, I want to thank everybody who's joining us live right now on Facebook at facebook.com/Don'tPanicShow and on Twitch at twitch.tv/Don'tPanicShow. Make sure you join us Monday nights about 10:15 Eastern, give or take. We appreciate you being here, and if you are watching live, be sure to comment. I'll be watching the comments all show long. Colby, where is story number 1?
What is neon? I've never heard of this before.
Oh boy, this was so basically for the last few months, 6 months, I don't know exactly how long. There's kind of been this like buzz and tease around like some sort of startup-y thing called Neon. Had Twitter account. There were leaks. They're like, oh, we don't know what this is, but it's like, it's groundbreaking. Oh, shit. Like, oh, Neon's the future. The project's Twitter bio simply reads artificial human. Turns out, Neon comes from Star Labs, a subsidiary of Samsung. And essentially what it is, let me see if I can get a good written... realistic human avatars that are computationally generated and can interact with you in real time. Now, there is a, I don't know if there's one in the article I have in the rundown, but if you Google it, there is like a video of it you can see in action. And it's like, you ever go to like an airport or something, and they have like a life-size screen with a person on it who's talking to you?
Yeah, you know I absolutely have. Yeah.
So it's basically that, except it's not a pre-record of a person. It's computer generated, and you can talk to it, and it'll talk back to you.
Oh, that is weird.
It's very weird. So the current model of it, each one is created from footage of an actual person that is fed into a machine learning model. In the future, they believe it'll just generate appearances from scratch. Now, apparently the main limitation right now is the large amount of local processing power. The CES demo had 2 128-core CPU computers running this thing.
That's like a couple of cores.
I mean, it's core heavy. Yeah, so the demo apparently was mediocre, and the promise was large.
Yeah.
It didn't. The demo version didn't really do much, but it is certainly an interesting idea.
It is interesting. This reminds me of, have you seen the ads for, it's not Peloton, it's the other thing. It's called like Mirror or something, where it's like a screen that you put on the wall and a like fitness trainer pops up and yells at you to do push-ups or something. And this is what I'm thinking of. I also, man, I don't know. Maybe it was like, is it this one of the things in that movie with Tom Cruise with the ads? Like he walks by
Minority
and all the
Report.
Yes,
it is like every cheesy future world where it's like, you know, a butler pops up on the screen. Good morning, Colby.
Right.
Would you like me to start your shower for you?
Yeah.
Thank you, Alfred.
That's so weird. I did just have like a weird like vision in my head of like all the walls in your house are like a screen, but not like, I don't know, like a subtle screen, but then you're walking around your house and your weird like AI generated human butler person is like following you around. It's weird.
See, what I'm thinking of is like, could I generate my own Colby?
Well, I mean, that's the obvious question. Could I generate my own Colby?
And then it has enough data to replicate you and the sound of your voice, and I could make you say or do anything, and hang out with you and chat.
I mean, maybe you do. There is a lot of you personally have like probably the world's largest stockpile
terabytes worth.
Right. Colby audio and video. Anything's possible, Sean.
I think it's great. I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I don't think it's bad, but I don't really think it's good. I just think it's a thing.
Right.
Like we're always so excited for like the voice activated stuff with Siri and Alexa and all that. And it's like, but do they need a face? Like, no?
Imagine if you could video chat with Siri. Like when you said, "Hey
so
Siri."
Sad. That's so sad.
Yeah, she just popped up like, "Hi Colby.
Hello,
how are
I'm
you
computationally generated."
Now, I feel like I used Siri a couple times for the first time in probably 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's way like chattier now. Like she'll like, you can have like multi-step conversations with her.
Yep.
About certain things, but she'll like prompt you for more information or something.
Yeah.
I was very
definitely gotten better.
Yeah.
Although I contend Siri will never truly be good until the phrase, "Here's what I found on the web," is completely eliminated from her vocabulary. Because that is the one part where it just grinds to a friggin' halt.
It's really a shame.
That drives me crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. All I can think about when I hear things like this are like, someday, this is going to sound like an extreme example, but I'm telling you this is going to happen. Someday, you're going to sit down on a toilet in a public bathroom, and you're going to close the door, and on the back of the door is going to be a screen, and a computationally generated AI is going to come up and say, "Hello, Colby." It knows it's you because it tracked your phone being in there.
Right.
"We noticed you were on Amazon browsing paper towels. Let us show you what we have to offer for paper towels. Would you like to buy?"
No, Sean, you know it's going to be more like, "We know you were on Amazon and bought paper towels. Do you need more paper towels?"
Or you can even go a step farther and say, "We see you're emptying your bowels. McDonald's is right around the corner."
Oh, God.
I love the future.
Yeah. Just can't wait. Just can't wait.
That's cool. So that's Neon. Look for it coming to a place near you. Probably never.
Neon.
Yeah, that was part of. That was announced at CES. We got a few CES stories here in the rundown, including this L'Oreal story. Colby, did you see this one?
Only moments ago.
Yeah, this was one of the hot gadgets coming out of CES. L'Oreal, I think is how it's pronounced. The cosmetics company have announced the Perso. It's a gadget that'll mix up lipstick, foundation, or skincare that's customized to whoever owns it. So it's this device that you put cartridges in, and it essentially 3 swappable color cartridges, and you use an app on your phone to select any color, and it will mix up custom lipstick or foundation for you at home. Now, this is where it gets why I already hating 2020, but when it's officially available in 2021, people will be able to hook up their social media accounts to the app and match whatever their favorite influencer is wearing or recreate a specific look.
Do you think they'll be able to recreate specific looks from the Don't Panic podcast?
Yep.
Everyone's
Have
favorite.
skin like mine and Colby's.
Maybe it's Maybelline. No, that's the wrong one.
Maybe they're born with it. Maybe it's Colby. The cartridges supply enough lipstick for 30 applications. Now, I think that part's cheesy, but here's the thing that I think is actually really neat about this. The skincare version of the Perso involves the app scanning your face from various angles and diagnosing your problem areas, then creating a custom morning and nighttime regimen. The skincare cartridges are SPF, serum moisturizer, a few other things, and so it creates a perfect balance based on what your skin needs. Now that is kind of a good idea.
That is cool.
Like I would legitimately buy that.
Yeah. No, that's pretty neat. Also, like I don't wear lipstick super often, but I can imagine, like, I don't know, if you could just like wake up in the morning and like choose any color lipstick in the world. Like, I don't know, I want my lips to be blue today. Boom.
Yeah. Match your
Done.
outfit or
Exactly.
the situation.
Sounds pretty cool. You can have like green lipstick for St. Patrick's Day once a year and never have to have green lipstick again. I don't know how lipstick works, but
Colby, you put it on your lips once and it's there permanently forever.
right.
Don't you know that?
Yeah, this is cool. I'm into this. I want more things like this.
Yeah, disposable cartridges we get to throw away.
Yeah, I want. Yes, exactly.
That's the one thing. Of course, they don't. There are two things you need to know about this product. One, it's available theoretically in 2021, and two, no pricing announced.
Yeah, $1 million. I would like t-shirt. I would like to have a t-shirt machine that every morning I wake up and I choose what color t-shirt I want, and it spits it out. And when I come back at night, I can just throw my t-shirt to the machine and it reconsumes the t-shirt. And the next morning, I can get a new one.
You're a madman, Colby. You're crazy. That's insane.
Maybe socks, too. This would be great for socks. Why not all clothes? Like, why am I even wearing clothes over and over again? Why aren't they being recycled on the fly into whatever clothes are the right clothes for me at any given moment?
But once again, right, I imagine the stupid realistic version of the idea where Colby, the night before you set what clothes you want and the machine sews them or makes them overnight for you. Except you wake up in the morning and you forgot to set the clothes machine last night. Oh no, I don't have any clothes. Like this is what I would do. This is my life.
That does sound amazing.
Yeah.
So maybe you'd have to have backup clothes, and everyone would know. Everyone would know that you forgot to set your clothes machine because you come in your backup clothes.
But it's got to be like a burlap sack for punishment, It's like, oh, Colby's in his peasant clothes.
The shame sack.
TM. The shame sack.
Oh, man. The future is bright, Sean.
This is why we're not in fashion.
Right.
Do you want to talk about a few other CES things?
Sure. I forgot about CES.
Yeah, it kind of came and went. The zany gadgets aren't as fun as they used to be.
Right. They're just folding phones.
There weren't any like smart forks or
smart forks.
Anything really zany. I will say a bunch of folding screen products. The Verge awarded the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Fold as their best in show. And you'll actually be able to buy it. It's got a foldable display. I think the question becomes Windows 10X. How that variant actually works. But there's that. Did you see this? The Alienware concept UFO?
Alienware concept UFO.
Yeah.
Is it like a Switch?
It is a Switch. Get this, right? Have you ever been playing the Switch and be like, this is cool, but I wish it were actually a Windows PC? That's exactly what Alienware did. They built a Switch-like full Windows 10 gaming PC. It's got an 8-inch 1200p display. And it's got 2 controllers on the side, very similar.
I love that it has like the little taskbar at the bottom and
Yeah, of course, it's got the start menu and
right. Like when
File
you
Explorer.
right, you need to plan out your I don't know, your gaming tasks. You can pop open your Excel spreadsheet and
Yeah,
do some calculations.
includes Defragmenter and Minesweeper and all those good Windows utilities.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't they don't actually say what the processor power is in this thing. It's just under 2 pounds. They say it's got a variety of games: Rocket League, Mortal Kombat 11. It runs a custom launcher on top of Windows 10. So there is no start menu. That was a joke. But it's just a concept. They've basically said they have no plan to ever actually sell this thing. But it is an interesting idea. It looks big and chunky.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. I don't know. I'm fine with the Switch for now.
I was going to say, I don't know who this is for.
Yes.
I was like, the Switch is just too convenient.
Right.
Why can't it be heavier and more complicated?
I hate that it just works. Now, I scrolled down 2 items in the Verge article.
Yeah.
To the best monitor display.
Yeah, the Samsung Odyssey G9. Look at this thing.
Now, I personally have never used a extra wide, like curved monitor, but people at my old job had them. And it seems insane to me. Like, I don't know. I just feel overwhelmed. Like, I divide my screen up into thirds, and that's how I like arrange my windows. Like, I don't even know what I would do. My thirds would be like a foot wide.
Yeah, I mean, your eye can only see so much.
Right.
I mean, that's what's interesting specifically about this 49-inch Samsung display. It has a 1000R curve, the most curved screen you can get, matching the human eye. It envelops you.
I don't know if I want to be enveloped.
I mean, but you're right. Like, I mean, God, this thing looks cool.
It does look cool.
It looks so cool. But you're right. I guess for like video games, it's cool. But like, you're right. You're gonna do like Excel on this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I got to make a couple PowerPoints. I guess I'll use my giant, super expensive curved display.
Oh yeah.
240 hertz. This thing's for nobody.
I guess it must be for games, right? But then, like, at this point, why don't you just do VR?
Well, that's a good point. But I was thinking for a second in my mind, I was like, I don't want to do VR, but like I think like watching a movie on this thing would be really cool. But again, no movie is shot in this insane aspect ratio.
Right. It would be like the VR thing where you're in VR but watching Netflix on a screen. You're just like in like VR watching Netflix on this big screen, but not.
I guess if I were like a professional video game player, I would buy one of these. And they're going to sell like 4 of them, and that's awesome.
Right.
It has a 1 millisecond response time.
That seems fast.
It's stupid fast. I don't even know what the human reaction time is.
Yeah. A bezel-less TV.
Yeah, they're actually calling it that. Well, the thing, right? 4K TVs are cheap now, so you got to have gimmicks. Bezel-less is the future. 8K is the future.
QLED.
QLED. Well, actually, QLED, the price has come down a lot.
I don't know if I told you this, Sean. I think me and my TV are in it till one of us kicks the bucket.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm just going to find out what happens.
What kind of TV is yours?
I have a Samsung 1080p
yeah.
plasma TV.
Because I was like, I thought you got one of the last plasmas.
Yes. It was like when that was still like a reasonable option
Wow.
of things to get. But that's what I got. It's very heavy.
Well, it's all the plasma in it,
Right.
sloshing around.
Exactly. I don't know. I like every once in a while it works mostly fine. It kind of like buzzes louder than it used to, which is annoying. But other than that, it works. It does generate a lot of heat, which is ridiculous, but it's nice in the winter. Um, and I don't know. I just look at TV as I'm like, this doesn't excite me. I'm not excited to purchase this. I don't want your TV with smarts.
Colby, just take the attitude most moderate Democratic candidates are taking towards private health care. If you like it, you can keep it. All right? There's no shame in that.
Thanks, Sean.
There's no shame in that. But I do think you should get one of these, the Samsung Zero, a TV that automatically turns itself vertical when you watch something that's vertical.
Like what?
Like
an Instagram?
Yeah, though those terrible home movies people shoot vertically because they're stupid.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if it would come in handy all that much, but mobile games maybe might be cool to project up on it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Huh.
Yeah, so all of that, and of course the bezel-less TVs, which, admittedly look great, but
Oh my God. This article, Sean, I was scrolling down. They've got the TV, I mean the fridge with the TV in it right next to the neon people, like neon person in your fridge that shames you for eating ice cream at 11 o'clock at night every night.
Hello, Colby. I see you're reaching for cheesecake. Would you instead rather reach for rhubarb? Well, that kind of, I mean, to be honest, you're not far off, because this year at CES, the fridge companies were hyping themselves up with AI-equipped cameras that can identify food in your fridge. Let's see here. With AI-enabled updates, the Samsung Family Hub will supposedly make these recommendations for you on its own. It'll be able to see what's in your fridge, identify which ingredients you're low on, and even be able to recommend recipes.
I would take fridge that was like, here's what's left in your fridge and here's what you could turn it into that tastes like food. That would be all right.
But now, Colby, I haven't spent a lot of time in your fridge, but I don't have anything in my fridge. like literally nothing.
Yeah. I have things in my fridge. Usually I have a supply of breakfast things. Because breakfast is a thing that I eat regularly at my house.
Define breakfast things.
Eggs, some bread, breakfast bread of some kind, be it bread or like a bagels or English muffins. Butter, right? That's, I don't know. Half and half for coffee. Coffee, that's not in the fridge, but those are things that I like. I always have those things. Sometimes I have lunch stuff, like for cold cuts for sandwiches or whatever. Mm-hmm. And more rarely I have food, like actual food, but not really. Like, I almost never have stuff where I can make dinner. Sometimes I go to the store and purchase things to make dinner, and I usually make the dinner within like an hour of purchasing the stuff.
But then this fridge concept would work for you then, because it'd say, okay, you have these 2 things and you need these 8 things, but at least it gets you closer.
Right.
But I also would imagine that your fridge would be like, Colby, good morning. You have eggs and bread. Would you like an egg sandwich? And you're like, thanks, fridge. Wow.
Shut
innovative.
Up, fridge.
Would you like some creamer in your coffee? Whoa, so smart.
Yeah. So maybe I'm not very creative.
I think my fridge would just be along the lines of, "Good morning, Sean. In your fridge today, you have ketchup and pickles."
Yeah. I do have pickles in my fridge.
It's just one of the it's one of those fridge things. Sticks of butter.
They last so long. I don't know if I have ketchup, which is weird. It's very un-American of me.
That's probably one of the few things you will always find in my fridge is ketchup. Ketchup, coffee creamer. That's about it. And probably beer and soda. I'm a big beverage guy.
Yeah, that's true. There's one thing we know about Sean Jennings.
Beverage men.
Big beverage guy.
The number one beverage guy. I would like to talk for a second about Ballie. Can we talk about Ballie for a second? The Samsung Ballie?
Bollywood?
The Ballie robot. If you get a chance, if you haven't watched it, you really do have to play the sizzle reel of sorts, the demo video of what it will do for your life, because it's truly insanity. So Ballie is a small ball-shaped robot intended to help you around the house. It uses AI to be a security robot, a fitness assistant, be a friend to your kids and pets. It's got a little camera on it, gives cute little robotic chimes. It's kind of like that Sony robot dog from a few years ago, except this is not unsettling. The demo video essentially shows a woman waking up and beginning her day, and the Ballie goes around and turns the light on and opens up the curtains and like beep and boops at her. It's like BB-8 but commercialized, which is saying something because
right.
BB-8's already commercialized.
Yeah, BB-8 sells out.
Yep. So I always try and figure out the angle on a tech item. I truly don't understand this one.
It is like weirdly cute. I don't get what it's for, but I feel like pets would not like it.
I don't think I would like it. First of all, this assumes you live in a very flat house.
Yeah.
For starters.
Well, that was my next question was like, how does it do on rugs? I've only seen it go on a hardwood floor.
It's very small. It's like a grapefruit maybe. It's not big.
Right. It's not built for off-roading.
But it's like, what is going on in your house that's so interesting that your small little robot ball is going to have stuff to do? Like this demo shows a lot of crap happening in this lady's house all day long.
Also, the like, I had the video playing in the background, like it like seeing the people and like putting the boxes around them and recognize them is like a little dystopian.
Yeah, I was waiting for like the sniper target to the laser dot on the woman's head. And like, oh shit, right. Ballie's gone rogue.
Yep. And like all this little shit would have to do is like get under your feet the right way, and boom, dead, broken neck, you're gone.
Yep.
You're gone, and Ballie takes over your life.
You all of a sudden get home and Ballie's like up on the counter. Ballie, how'd you get up there? Oh no, they've learned. Yeah, I don't. It makes a fun video. I truly don't understand this. I just don't. Like, honestly, I'd rather have a neon on my wall, a neon person on the wall doing this. Like, not a stupid little ball that's going to be all over the place.
Yeah. Fair.
So, Colby, what are the % odds this is ever a product someone can actually buy?
Like 0. I honestly, if it was under $300, well, I don't know.
What's the price point you would buy this at? I need to know.
If it doesn't do anything, $100.
Just for the novelty of it.
Yeah, of having a little ball that follows me around.
I mean,
sure.
My guess is that if Samsung does release this, it's basically going to be a Bluetooth speaker with Bixby built in, and I cannot wait for them to sell none of them.
Samsung is so weird.
Like, yeah, I somehow it's just that's what I don't get about tech companies. It's like they do such stupid stuff and they make so much money, and I don't. It's like Google or Apple to some degree, where it's like there's just so much money coming in that they can just like never release this and no one will care.
Yeah. Yep.
Why aren't we announcing stupid products?
I don't know, because we weren't like smart enough to come up with the one smart/lucky/good timing enough to come up with the one boring but like very lucrative thing that all those companies came up with.
I mean, this is one step away from like Kickstarter trash.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
I don't either, Sean. We're olds now.
Did you see the big PlayStation 5 logo reveal?
Was this just PS5?
Yeah, it's the exact same. They literally did like
literally the same.
They did like a big hype up where they're like, first it was the PlayStation 1 and then the PlayStation 2 and then like they go all the way and here's the logo, click, and it's literally just like the exact same PS4 logo but with a 5 instead.
Love it.
Yeah.
Do you think it was tongue in cheek or it was like
No, it was. I think it was a little bit tongue in cheek.
Nice.
I do.
I like that. I respect it.
Good for them.
If it ain't broke,
Keep it going.
yes, sir.
Oh, boy. We're coming towards the end of the show here. If you've got anything else about CES you'd like to chat about.
No, I don't know. I feel like we had some good gadgets, some amusing gadgets, perhaps.
I mean, it's CES. You're always gonna have something fun coming out of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, until next year. Alrighty. Well, why don't we move on to picks here? I don't have one. Colby, why don't you go ahead and share your pick with us? For those who are joining us for the first time, picks are the part of the show where we just bring something cool we want to share, something we've been enjoying, something we bought, something we watched, etc. And what have you have for us, Colby?
So, Sean, I'm sure you can relate to this too, in that you are an adult human, and
okay.
You probably receive mail at your place of residence.
I do
Yeah.
actually. You got me there.
And I receive mail. I receive a lot of mail. I'm gonna walk that back. I receive some mail.
An amount of mail.
Most of the mail I receive, I don't want to receive. And like of that mail that I don't want to receive, I would say like 30% of it is like shit from my bank that I feel like I can't throw away because it's like about my bank. Or about my bank information. And I've been thinking about, and what I usually do is either I'll like shove it in my box of papers, which is supposed to be for important papers, but ends up being for like random credit card statements, or I just like declare bankruptcy and throw it away and just hope that no one rummages through my trash. But I finally got a paper shredder and it's very satisfying. And
Nice.
now I just put all my like unimportant but personally identifiable mail into the paper shredder. It's great.
Look at that micro cut on that one. Damn.
It's so secure.
That's right. Now, does this one also do credit cards, CDs?
It does credit cards. I don't know if it does CDs.
Have you tried to put anything fun through it?
No. Only mail. This is not about fun, Sean.
This is about
privacy.
security.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm
it's not that
far too lazy to do that, but
yeah. But this is the thing. It's less work than all of my other mail options. It's even less work than bringing the mail out to the trash.
But where do you keep this thing?
It's under my desk right here. It's not very big. I don't know that I can pick it up, but it's pretty compact. The one that I linked here. It's the
I
compact version. I'm sure there are bigger paper shredders out there.
I think you got to check what I don't get any mail that requires shredding.
I do sometimes. I get like random bank statements. At least one of my banks, like I've checked the paperless billing thousands of times, and still
Yeah.
every couple of weeks I get one statement or another like, here's your account numbers and blah blah blah. Like, thanks for nothing. You're ruining my life.
Well, it's a good pick. You can't be too safe. You picked the Amazon Basics 6 sheet. I I like
It's
that.
also
Yeah,
fun. It's fun.
it's
It's a good
fun. You
time.
just destroy stuff. Put your birth certificate in there, your social security card, just your whole identity.
Hmm.
I like this question on the Amazon page. Question: how loud is it? Answer: it's as loud as any other shredder. No more, no less. Real helpful guy.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, we'll check that out. Oh, look, you can use it for composting.
What? Oh,
Okay,
the paper.
this can't be right. If it fits, it shreds. Let's see. I have shredded every Amazon box in small strip, appliance boxes, newspaper, mail, cereal box, pizza box, packaging box, and paper I've touched since owning it. Oh, he feeds it to his worms or something like that. I've literally shredded entire pallets worth of cardboard through this thing. I shred a 40-gallon garbage bag a week in cardboard and random paper.
You think now
I
I
shredded
believe
every single thing I could get my hands on. I love this guy.
I mean, I believe that you could shred those things. However, were you in a position where you needed to shred such a volume of paper and cardboard, I feel like you could get a bigger shredder and it would be worth your while.
Oh my god, this guy, he included pictures. I'm going to put this up on screen for the folks watching. He included pictures. This is an insane amount of cardboard. Oh my god.
It's insane.
Okay. Anyway, this is why Amazon has problems, but God help, you got to love the reviews. We'll have the link to that shredder on the website, of course, as we always do. It is time for my pick. Colby, now that you got all that shredded paper, where are you going to store it? You're running out of room in your house. Oh, all this shredded paper. Have I got a pick for you? The Rubbermaid Brilliance collection. So I've been baking more. It's been a treat.
Ooh.
And the problem is baking requires certain supplies you have to have on hand.
Fact.
Flour, sugar, powdered sugar, brown sugar, white sugar, baking soda, baking powder, and the list goes on. And you got to store them somewhere. But the issue is you can't just put them in any Tupperware. You need something that seals. You can't let that air in and let it spoil. And this is a wire cutter pick in their storage wrap up. But these Brilliance food storage containers are a high quality plastic. It's thick plastic on these. They don't bend. It's a really hard plastic. But because of that, they're clear, they're big, they hold a lot, and they seal. There's a rubber silicone seal that actually seals your stuff in there. And they come in various sizes from, pretty big all the way down to nice and small. And you can get a mixed pack of a couple different sizes. And they're really not that expensive for what you're getting. I wouldn't say this is like for disposable, let friends borrow it type stuff, but for your staples, I believe you can freeze. They're safe for the dishwasher, the microwave, and the freezer. They're just really good quality. So I recommend the Rubbermaid Brilliance food storage containers, available at most major retailers and on Amazon. You're muted. I cannot hear you.
I said, that's cool. And then I said, I have like big storage containers for like flour.
Yeah.
But I don't have like modestly sized storage containers for baking soda.
Yeah. And these are great because they stack nice. They stack really nice.
It's very satisfying.
Yep.
Neat.
So check that out. Gee whiz, Colby, anything else you'd like to share?
I am fresh out of tidbits.
That is perfectly fine. As we mentioned, we will not be here next week. We will be out on our grand travels, out and about. Should people follow you on Instagram, Colby?
They can if they want to. I don't post there.
Just follow @JazzDan.
Jazz Dan will field all your complaints.
Yes, exactly. If you have a problem, he's your man. Excellent. Well, we won't be here next week, but you can certainly come back the following week. We'll be back and ready. Colby will be tan, and I'll be broke, and it'll be great. Don'tpick.io is our website. You can go there and get all the show info, the video, the audio, the links to the picks, as I mentioned. Of course, you can subscribe to the show wherever you get podcasts, Overcast, Stitcher, Spotify, really Apple Podcasts, anywhere. And, of course, the video version's on YouTube. And you can reach out to us at Don't Panic Show on Twitter. Email us, don'tpanicshow@gmail.com. As I mentioned about the show being live Monday nights, not next Monday, but the following Monday at about 10:15 Eastern on Facebook and Twitch. But that's going to do it. So on behalf of Colby and I, and, of course, Dan as well, thanks, folks, for being here. We'll see you next time for another thrilling Don't Panic.
Later.